Sometimes I just wanna be outside. Get that shit on, put that shit on, alright. What's my new hair color? What's my new do? I just love looking at you. You never really were my type, straight up. So let me talk my shit tonight. Talk that talk, I'ma talk it. Get your shit before I walk in. Shout out to Doechii.
Big shout out to Doechii.
Y'all getting a hurricane or something? That's what I heard.
Hey, possibly.
Not another one.
It's mostly like Central Florida and Northern Florida that's gonna get hit a lot.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a Category 4 when it.
I heard
gets here.
it jumped to a 5.
Yeah, it's a 5 right now since it's in water doing its thing,
so when it goes
gathering
to you.
up. Once it knocks on the door, it'll be a 4. And then when it's inland dancing
Not when it knocks
around
on the door.
You know, once it's in the house dancing around causing havoc, it's gonna turn to a 1 and then travel up to the other states like North Carolina, Georgia, you know, all the fun little, you know, so you possibly may get something.
I hope I get a little rain. I don't want to lose electricity though. That's kind of whack.
Yeah, that just comes with the territory, you know?
I know, it's so whack.
Yeah.
Hey, A Concept.
Hey, Posh, how you doing?
Good. This little crow right here was poking out. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I worked today. I went into the office today for no reason and got stood up.
I feel like people going into office nowadays it's for no reason. Like we could work at the house.
I mean, I don't mind going, like, because I'm such a homebody. I'll just stay in this house. Like,
Right.
I won't leave. So I need to be forced out. But this Monday is not in my office schedule. So I was forced to go in to get stood up. And no, I don't like that.
Now they stood you up at the job.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, I went in and, well, not just me. I'm saying it like it was just me. It was my department, but they didn't come.
Damn.
They said, fuck y'all.
Well, when it is office day, you ain't coming. Send the email.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, okay.
But
I understand.
next week I only gotta go one day, so it's kind of worth it.
I bet. Okay, cool. So, hi guys, welcome to episode 53.
53.
We're here. Bang, bang, bang.
Should we introduce ourselves? Like, we don't
formally.
Like on every episode, because we might have new listeners. So it's like, hey guys, I'm Posh Kate.
And hey, I'm A Concept.
And this is episode 53 of
Replay Rituals.
Replay Ritual. Thank you. Like, you know, that wasn't too hard.
No,
okay.
It wasn't. So welcome, new listeners, old listeners, all in between.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
To the new listeners, you'll get certain songs and certain renditions from Posh from time to time. So prepare yourself for that. And I'm just here hyping it up. So yeah. Welcome. So let's catch up. You already told us about your day. You can tell about the week though.
What happened this week? I didn't have a bad week, right? Actually, I don't know why I said actually, like the week should be bad and then one hits. Right. No, it was pretty good. I worked. I got a lot of rest.
Good.
I feel back to myself after like jet lag and whatnot. I told a nigga don't talk to me no more.
Like it.
And yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like a good week.
Regular.
Yeah. Same as you. I had a good week. Just trying to keep myself focused as much as possible. I've been finding myself losing lack of focus when I try to study and shit. So I had to be proactive about it. And I bought myself some mushroom gummies to help me stay focused.
How's that?
And I took some today.
And how is it?
I took the max doses, which is 4 gummies a day. So I took 2 earlier in the day. And I took two a few minutes before we started recording. Let me tell you something. These things work.
Tell us, brother. Break it down, brother.
They work. Like my
Brother
brain
concept.
is moving in ways that I am very happy that it's moving. Because when I start something, I genuinely want to finish it. Like it keeps me wanting to finish.
Genuinely.
Yes.
That's relatable.
Like
I want to finish so bad.
I just want to finish what I started, and I'm just happy that I'm able to finish the projects like I'm starting. Like it helped me stay focused on studying and reading and retaining information. So I was just like, thank you. I did not waste money, and I'm happy that I bought it. I'm going to be taking it every day. Yeah, it's great. I enjoy it. So my week's been pretty chill. Just gonna continue trying to study and try to become this software engineer shit. It's hard. It's very, very hard to
I'm sure.
retain all this information.
Especially when you have other shit going on.
Facts.
And,
with other life things going on. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going. So
yeah,
and just prepare for this, tropical storm. People here in Florida ain't scared of no hurricane. You know what I mean? We call it a party, really. We got to set up the hurricane party, so make sure we get our bottles of water, of course. But make sure we get our bottles of liquor. Get the charcoal, just in case we got a grill outside.
Is it hot? It's hot right now, right?
It's always hot.
Because it's hot as fuck here. So it has to be hot as hell there.
Okay. Humidity out the ass.
Yeah, today was a little like OD. Yesterday, crazy. So I know where you're at is like...
A storm is coming. Is coming.
I wouldn't mind a little rain, though. I love rain.
Rain's cute.
Keeps my ass in the house.
Rain's cute. It's cute when you're not flooded in or it's not trying to drown you, but, it is cute.
It's cute when it's not like doing things to affect your other shit. You know?
So I just hope,
when it's just rain,
right?
That's nice.
Let's just be just rain, no floods, no anything crazy, no house, going with the tides of the water, none of that shit. You know what I mean? Or cars being lifted up. So yeah, I just hope everyone stays safe. Whoever gets affected badly by this hurricane that's coming, and the people still recovering from the last hurricane that literally happened a week and a half ago.
I was gonna say like
like a week and a half ago.
Literally like 5 minutes apart. It's kind of crazy.
These storms are coming back to back. And it's annoying. All right, so let's jump into the pop culture, shall we? In the news.
Pop. Yeah, let's get into it. There's some very interesting things going on.
Yeah. Very, very interesting things. So
FEMA said we ain't got it.
Yeah, if you are going to be affected by these storms that are coming by, FEMA just said they do not have the budget for any future hurricanes or storms or any natural disasters for the rest of the year. They used up their budget already, apparently.
I believe this.
Really?
You're like, really? I don't.
Come on. Your whole job is to...
I believe that they don't got it for us.
Thank you. Yeah, that. Because it's just, you have one job. To provide support when things go to shit. That is your one job. And to say you went over budget of $1.2 billion, I don't believe you. I don't.
I believe that whatever they got, they said, we're not giving it away anymore. Just like that.
Just like that. I just don't get it.
We're just not going to give it anymore. So let's just tell them we don't have it.
Right. It is funny how the government can tell us that, we're going to send, $600 billion to this other country, but y'all got it.
Yeah. That's where the FEMA is.
That's what FEMA at across the pond, spending that $600 billion in this country or $500 billion on that country and just, doing that. But yeah, fuck FEMA and the government for not taking care of your own when it comes to it. This is the same story that America seems to write every single day when it comes to taking care of their citizens. Is like, y'all got to take care of yourselves. How y'all gonna ask us for money and we ain't got no money?
That said, America is something with a Gucci belt on.
Yeah, we talked about it last week on the story.
Well, it was
a
you
messy
that said
story.
that legendary thing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I didn't forget it.
Yeah,
I've
that's
been
what
thinking about
America
it all
is.
week.
Yeah, that's literally what
Yeah,
America is. It really is.
that was good.
Yeah, so
That was very good.
I don't know what to. You know what? Fuck FEMA. Let's move on.
Yeah. Anyways,
so in the state of California, which is its own country of itself, the governor Newsom Newton, I don't know, but he signed a bill that allows Amsterdam type cannabis cafes to be opened in the state of California, where they could serve food and marijuana.
I love this.
But no liquor though. No liquor.
They said either or. Listen, don't get crazy now.
You know what I mean?
Right?
We can't have niggas crossfading on the streets now.
Yeah, no, seriously, because it'll get crazy.
Yeah.
But I think that's cute. I'm not surprised. California has already been like kind of
ahead of the game
on the so it's like, and I don't think anything's gonna change. I actually think that my guess is that it's gonna make money because now there's gonna be a bunch of like trendy cafes where you can get your tweeds and things, and you can smoke and take pictures and be cute. I'm pretty sure this was gonna happen. Hopefully, it's gonna be some good food at some of them too. Because what happens when you get high?
You want to eat, baby.
You want to eat.
Munchies.
So
this
might work for them.
I'm not ready for Instagram to be flooded with the pictures of coffee and weed, tea and weed and food, and like it's just gonna be flooded. TikTok's gonna be flooded with that shit.
I mean, and, you think so? Because like, well,
yeah,
Amsterdam can do it, so it's like we don't get flooded with things like that. Like,
well,
it's
we don't
normal.
have their algorithm in our phone, so it's probably a whole
That's true,
different
but
thing.
weed is like such a normal thing now that it's like, especially in California, it's like maybe.
I'm looking forward to the parties they do with that shit when the clubs start doing that shit. So
right,
hopefully that don't get too dangerous, because
I feel like niggas smoking the clubs today. Anyway,
facts. I know I did.
I was like, come on.
I know I did, but I know how to act right, so it's different.
Niggas know how to bring some weed into a place
for a show
without knowing if they allowed to bring some weed into a place. Okay,
facts. That is facts. So yeah, I'm sure that all the other states will follow suit once the election goes on, because I know here in Florida we're voting on whether to have adult use, recreational use here. So I won't be surprised if those type of cafes come down here, which will be.
It's not legal in Florida though.
It's not legalized,
but
yet.
You're saying
it's on the ballot now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I already put in my.
I wonder if that'll ever come to Georgia.
It
feels like
it needs to be everywhere.
No.
Honestly. Oh no.
That's like the one thing. Georgia's like no.
It should be everywhere. Honestly, I feel like everyone.
At this point, it's like, come on now.
Yeah. Okay, next thing we got. Remember when the ports closed down?
The port strike. Yes.
So
they came to a resolution real quick.
Yeah. That lasted 3 days, and the strike has ended.
I read a heading, and I was like, this looks like fake news. Resolution. I was like, I've never seen nothing that easy
quick.
Shit.
Look, I look at it like this way. It's all about the money. When the economy is losing, basically could possibly lose $7 billion in a week.
Right. They said we cannot let this happen.
We cannot let this be 2 weeks.
We cannot let this happen. Yeah. So, we're going to look, what y'all want?
In a week, you feel me? So it's just like within 3 to 4 days,
quick.
They got a deal. Yeah. Some boys are making 62% more for the next 6 years.
That's what I want. I'm going to come with those stipulations.
It's just like
when it's my time.
If everybody went on strike for certain things, such as rent, rent.
You want to say how you feel?
Just
such as what? You're not being clear.
Rent.
A concept. What?
Rent. Just
if everyone
just don't pay your bills.
But we all. The problem is that we all got to do it at the same time.
Yeah, the thing is, it's just like nobody here in America is able. is able to like do things in a collective way. You can get certain groups to do things in a collective way because here in America, everybody's divided. So the blacks would do something blacks. Like blacks would do it, the whites would do it all in their own accord at their own time. In other
But
countries,
together it's like
when the whole country say we're gonna stop doing this, everybody stops. Everybody follows it. So it's just like,
especially when I'll say, especially when it has to do with religion.
okay. Exactly. Especially when it has to do with religion.
What? You said you stopped and thought about it,
Yes.
like,
Yeah, I deeped it because it's just like,
when it has to do with religion,
what?
like that's when the people are putting their feet in the sand, okay, putting them down
because they don't want to make God angry. And that fear mongering that they do to make sure they don't upset God, it's real. People take that to heart. So it's just like, let's do that for rent.
You're like, let's circle back.
Let's just do that for bill.
So what's really important. So back to rent.
Car insurance.
Yeah.
You know.
I would love that for some car. Listen, insurance. I gotta pay mine tomorrow.
You feel me? Car note.
Yeah.
Light bill. Cell phone bill. You know, little things that we shouldn't be paying for. Water. Little things.
Water.
We shouldn't be paying for these things, you know, to eat. You know, like, come on, let's go on strike. You feel me? Let's get it together.
Quality food,
right?
Yeah.
Because come on, like we all should, you know, come together and see if we could change some things. Because if these boys could change some things within 3 to 4 days to get a pay raise,
62%,
62%, not $1,
yeah,
not $1.50. A whole 62%.
Yeah.
God bless them.
Well, yeah.
Well, moving on to the next thing. So
this really had me fucked up.
Yo City just continues.
Don't you ever
continues.
Listen. You know when people say it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I am not of the place.
Oh, you're not. You're just surrounded by this.
This top Atlanta veneer specialist. The thing about it is that when I looked into how many people's teeth he's done, do you know that getting like, okay, so first off on TikTok, yes, I do be on TikTok, and I have seen multiple people get their teeth done and then go on TikTok and talk about the horror stories of like what happens afterwards, or like them having permanent pain in their jaw, not knowing exactly what's going on, having to get their teeth refixed because something is just fucked up in there. Why y'all letting people play in y'all mouth?
That's the thing. You have to do your research. You have to read reviews. You have to know if these people.
You let somebody play in your mouth.
That's insane.
So that you have some
cheeklets.
So that they look nice.
Yeah, that.
Honestly, your teeth, your mouth. Have you ever had a toothache?
Oral hygiene is so important. I haven't had a toothache. No.
I can't say that I've had like a full-on toothache because my mom was so fucking like my teeth was always in order. But like I would be scared to have somebody play in my mouth, for my teeth to be shaved down to nothing, to have somebody do something to fuck with the nerve endings in my mouth.
Right.
So that my teeth can look like me in a fucking horse match. No. I'm sorry.
I'm so blessed that I've always had good teeth, so I don't need to go to these people. So to get veneers and shit like that, you know, not shitting on people who get veneers. If you want to get them, get them. You know, when they're done well and they look realistic, it looks dope. You know what I mean?
One of my grandparents got veneers. The first time I ever heard of veneers, my nana had a gap, and she decided to get a veneer years ago. She was like in her 50s. My nana's in her 70s now. And it closed the gap. And that's the first time I ever saw a veneer. So when I saw that people was just getting veneers done, cool, to each his own, it just was like new to, like, it was, that's new.
Yeah, when I see like
I mean, it's not new now,
it's
but you know
not
what I mean.
because every hip hop artist, R&B artist, reality TV star, all got veneers.
But you know
All
what's
got veneers.
crazy is that I don't think that's true. I don't, because I think that they got veneers later on though.
Still,
Like they
they
didn't
all
all,
got veneers.
but it just became like a trendy thing later. Like
Yeah,
literally saw a carousel on Instagram of like Usher, like I can't name other artists, but he's a big name artist. Like his teeth, he didn't have veneers always. Like he just recently got them done, and it's like, wow,
yeah, like
it's a
getting
thing. It
veneers
really
is
is
a
a thing.
thing. So it's just I don't know. But yeah, this Atlanta top veneer specialist, that's in quotes, y'all, top veneer specialist in Atlanta. His name is Brandon Dillard. He's just been arrested for not being licensed.
Not being a specialist.
Just not having a license to practice, period. Okay, so he's going to prison. He has 8 felonies and he's going to prison for fucking people's teeth. I see he got endorsed by Roly Poly, Lyrical Anderson, and Tina Kemp.
Tia Kemp.
Yeah, Rick Ross baby
And Tia
mama.
always be on that camera like
Showing them
porcelain.
chiclets. Just horse.
She always be every time. Every time I see her, she be like,
something's wrong. It's either cocaine or your teeth hurts. Like it's something. Something.
A Concept always has to take it to a next level. But
That's what it's giving. I'm sorry.
I just feel like what is going like. I mean, but how would you know? How would they know? How would they know?
Everyone's things is public record, so all you gotta do is
So you
like
just
little
didn't do your
research.
research. That's what you're
That's
saying.
it.
Okay.
It's just like research. Okay. That's it.
Because I
It's like when you go to their office. Do they have an office where they show degrees? If his office didn't show any
but
degrees,
you know, you could just make a degree.
Yeah, sure, you can make a degree, but again, it's public record. You could always, type it in.
Yeah, I believe the public record over the paper
Just
these days.
you know what I mean? But he made it look very real, very, very real, which is why people kept going to him.
So I wonder if the people that he worked on, like, is it
I
that
saw
he
some
got
comments.
caught because he fucked up somebody's teeth?
No, he fucked up a lot of people's teeth. He fucked up a lot of people's teeth. Yeah, some people be like, within weeks, they're just like, oh, my breath stinks, and it never stinks before. Now it's just stink.
My breath stinks.
There's a constant stench coming out her mouth. And she was like, this has never happened to me before. So now, like, a tooth is just bad.
Yeah, because when you got a bad tooth, it's hot back there.
It's
stank.
Always hot, no matter what type of gum, Listerine you use. It's just
because I'm like, the celebrities that did endorse him, like, are they
I'm sure
okay?
I'm sure they got their shit redone, like
oh, that's true, because you
like quick, because Roly Poly got hers, like, she has a video of him doing her teeth.
He's on camera.
He's on camera doing teeth. He teaches classes.
On camera.
He teaches classes on how to do this. You should see his TikTok. It's crazy. It's crazy. He's like advertising classes and people coming to his shop, and just it's incredible what fraudsters can do. Like
fraudsters.
Yeah, when they're committed, man, can you imagine that type of commitment?
You can get anybody to believe anything.
What?
Yeah.
Come on now. So yeah, I hope he has fun in prison fixing people's teeth in there. We'll see.
Wow, A Concept. Wow.
But that's what he's gonna do in prison. It ain't like he's gonna stop. He'll probably like get his license in there and practice. Turn his life around. He's gonna
be there, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he's gonna be in there getting his license, and then he'll practice on his inmates. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, turn his life around. So, next thing here that I got for us.
Yeah, I saw this.
So, Janice Combs, the mother of Diddy, put out a statement in defense of her son. And when I read this statement, I cackled.
I couldn't read all of it.
So hard.
I didn't cackle. I honestly felt like, well, why did you cackle?
Because the nerve of this woman to write these words, stop it. Stop it, please.
Thank you. That literally. Thank you. I'm glad. Thank you. Okay.
Please. Yeah, it was just disturbing.
I
That's
couldn't
why
even
I
finish
laughed,
it.
because I was just like,
It felt
ma'am,
disturbing. Yes, it felt disturbing to
ma'am.
me as well.
But
Because nowhere in
there was
did it say anything about victims. It literally was just like, my son is innocent. My son is this. My son is that.
she
I
mentioned
honestly
the
feel like,
victims just in a very condescending way. Like, yeah, there could be real victims, but the victims that are coming against my son are not real. They're fake. They're trying to get some money, you know. My son is the victim here. She's making her son the victim.
and it feels like we see where he came from.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So it's just like, this statement was so disturbing. I just want to read it because it's funny, but it's also just like, the fuck? Like, what's wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
It starts off like this, in quotes: "I come to you today as a mother that is devastated and profoundly saddened by the allegations made against my son, Sean Combs."
I'm sure Cassie was devastated when she got dragged on the floor, but go ahead.
Right. "It is heartbreaking to see my son judged not for the truth, but for the narrative created out of lies. To bear witness what seems to be a public lynching of my son before he had the opportunity to prove his innocence is a pain too unbearable to put in words. Yet you're writing.
That's when I stopped right
Yet
there.
you are
That
writing.
sentence.
Like every human being, my son," she just continues
Right.
to write, "like every human being, my son deserves to have his day in court, to finally share his side and to prove his innocence." And it keeps going. "I am not here to portray my son as perfect, because he is not. Duh. He has made mistakes in his past, as we all have. My son may have not been entirely truthful about certain things."
Oh my gosh, that's in the moment.
Such as
I feel like the lawyer was probably like,
shut up,
get it down,
shut
get
up,
it down.
put this, no. Such as denying he has gotten violent with an ex-girlfriend when the hotel surveillance showed otherwise. The fact that she wrote this and like put this out,
Disgusting. I just need this to
bitches,
go.
she's not okay. "Sometimes the truth and a lie become so closely intertwined that it becomes terrifying to admit one part of the story, especially when that truth is outside the norm or is too complicated to believe." It's Truth and a lie is not complicated. They're two separate things. Just they're two separate things. They can't be complicated.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Mm-hmm.
why I believe my son's civil legal team opt to settle the ex-girlfriend's lawsuit instead of contesting it until the end, resulting in a wretched effort as the federal government used this decision against my son by interpreting it as an omission of guilt. It is an omission of guilt. It is an omission of guilt. If you committed a crime, Posh, no, not if you committed a crime, sorry. If you did not committed a crime,
If I did not commit a crime, yes. Yeah.
would you give someone $30 million?
No, honestly, I feel like I would fight to tooth and nail because I
Okay.
know I didn't commit it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Would you give them $100 million?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
The more money because when I'm innocent, when you're literally
You did
lying
nothing
on my
wrong.
name, no.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, yeah,
Yeah.
it was an omission of guilt, mama. It is important to recognize that none of us, regardless of our status, are immune to fear or mistakes. Not being entirely straightforward about one issue does not mean my son is guilty of the repulsive allegations and the grave charges leveled against him. You know, she's a delusional mother, and sometimes we do need
It
delusional mothers.
gives
You know what I mean? But sometimes we don't. You can be delusional for certain things, like innocent things like, "Oh my
yes.
God, my son is great at basketball," even though he's shit. Even though he is shit at that sport. Please just keep
I don't know
encouraging
how
them.
much that's okay to be delusional for that
But
though,
it's innocent.
because
You
your
know what I
son might get
mean?
his feelings hurt,
It's
but it is
innocent.
innocent, yes. But to be delusional about your son being accused of sex trafficking
Mm,
and drugging people
mm. And beating up people, beating
and
up women,
beating people up,
and blowing up cars. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, this still continues to go. Okay,
There's more.
there's a lot more. Many individuals who are wrongfully convicted and later exonerated had their freedoms taken from them not because they were guilty of the crimes they were accused of, but because they didn't fit the image of what society considers to be a good person.
Diddy doesn't fit the image of what society feels to be a good person? Love?
What? That's crazy.
Since when did Diddy not fit an image of like Diddy was famous as fucking, had a great career, and people supported him and loved him. What are we talking about?
What's the name of his company? Bad Boy? I don't know. It wasn't Good Boy.
I feel like
it wasn't Good Person. It was called Bad Boy.
But it's like, when was Diddy not accepted by people because of his image?
Right. Thank you.
That's what she's saying. Like, yep. He doesn't fit the mold, so people don't see
him as a good person.
That doesn't really make sense.
They don't see Love as a good person. They don't see him like that. History has shown us how individuals can be wrongfully convicted due to their past actions or mistakes. Okay, we're almost there.
I feel like they got proof.
We're almost there.
That's why Diddy was convicted.
They got all the proof.
I don't know.
Watching the world make jokes and laugh at my son's life crumbling before our eyes is something I can never forget. It is truly agonizing. Go ahead.
I read something along those lines. Uh-huh. And to be honest, taking away from everything, if he was a good person or like did good things and was actually innocent for his crimes, mm-hmm. I do think that would be hard for a mom.
Facts.
But I'm not going to finish.
No, please, but.
I feel like for the things that he was is being accused of,
and what he portrayed, the signs were always there. Like, we just overlooked it. That's it.
If Diddy is guilty of these things, because I do believe proven mm-hmm. guilt, I believe in proof, but from what I've heard, the pudding has the proof in it. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's from what I've heard. Mm-hmm. I don't. Yeah.
It is truly agonizing to watch the world turn against my son so quickly and easily mm-hmm. over lies and misconceptions without ever hearing his side or affording him the opportunity to present his side. These lies thrown at him are motivated by those seeking a financial gain and not justice. These individuals saw how quickly my son's civil legal team settled his ex-girlfriend lawsuit, so they believe they can receive a quick payday by falsely accusing my son. False allegations of sexual assault stalled true victims of sexual violence from getting the justice they deserve. To make matters worse, the federal government is now using these lies to prosecute my son. This injustice has been unbearable for our family. The worst part of this ordeal is watching my beloved son be stripped of his dignity, not for what he did, but for what the people choose to believe about him. Okay. She act like no one saw the video, but all right. I asked, like...
Okay, I mean, well, listen, I feel like mama, fight for your son, okay? Play your role.
She is playing her role.
Mm-hmm. Play your role. But I feel like see you in court. I don't know. You know what I mean?
We'll see him in court. We will see all this play out in court.
Because it's like we're gonna see what's gonna play out. Like, granted, none of us really know what they have. Oh, that was another thing I was gonna bring up in the pop culture. Like, they signed some type of like document or something where any records can't be put out on the internet.
Yeah. So
the stuff that we are seeing is clearly not real, because there's shit that we see every single day. Mm-hmm. We don't know what they actually have. Like, I saw something yesterday. I was like, the list of people that were at the parties has been released. I'm like, who is behind the computer typing this?
Yeah,
Like,
somebody who's doing a clickbait.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah.
It has not been released.
Yeah.
But I feel like, yeah, mama, play your role. Like, I don't expect anything less. Him and his mom are extremely close.
They're mad close.
Almost, yeah,
disgustingly close, really.
Yeah, like I literally just saw a recent video of them, and they're very close. So I'm not surprised that she's gonna
ride.
Yeah, period. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah,
yeah. I'll close out her statement right now by finishing it.
There's more.
Yeah, this is the last paragraph. I ask his supporters, fans, colleagues, friends, and the public to not judge him before you've had the chance to hear his side. I beg you to think about those who have been wrongfully prosecuted, to remember that not everyone who has made mistakes in life deserves to have their entire existence judged by a single action or a few mistakes. My son is not the monster they have painted him to be, and he deserves the chance to tell his side. I can only pray.
Can't wait to hear it.
Right. I can only pray I am alive to see him speak his truth and be vindicated.
I feel like, why wouldn't you be alive? I'm sure. I mean,
trials take a long time, and she's probably heartbroken. And when people are heartbroken,
I hope she is alive as well. Yes. I'm. Yeah.
We don't want anything happening to Mama Combs, but
no,
it's just this statement I feel should not have been written. Whatsoever.
Point blank period.
Yeah, it's just like, don't write shit like this. You're just basically feeding us, the public, like, okay, now we see a certain behavior of why Diddy is who he is. Yeah. And it's coming from you, because these words are terrible. Like,
yeah, it just doesn't feel like there's any type of accountability for accountability or empathy for
the victims.
Because, like, come on now, there's mad victims. Like there's a lot of people
coming, and
that are recent.
Yes, recent.
Right.
At all ages, which is scary.
Yeah. Right. And it's like, Mama Combs, you don't know. Like, I can't. Maybe she does. Maybe her and Diddy were close enough that she knows that these people are lying. But it's like, you don't. I can't sit here and be like, you can make a statement like that and know that there's not victims here that are not telling the truth.
Right.
And like, I feel like this could have been written in a way more empathetic way, at least if you felt like you needed to say something. Because like, if Diddy was an innocent person, listen, there's something. That's all I'm saying. There's something.
Like, all these people can't all come after you at once without there being something. Okay.
I mean, the federal government raiding your shit, like,
raid all their homes, all of them,
indicting you.
Yeah, bro. They don't even want his money. They want him. Like, and they probably want him because he probably knows. They won't even
let you pay them.
Yeah. They don't want the money
to just stay at home.
No. They don't want no money.
They don't want your passport.
They don't want your houses.
They don't want your mama's passport.
They don't want your jets.
Your kids' passports.
They don't want none of that.
They want you.
They want him, okay? They want him bad, because it's either he did these crimes or he knows the people that has done these crimes, and they just need a snitch, someone to, spill the beans. So
that's why I'm like, let's hear his side.
Yeah, I want to hear his side for sure and see what's up.
Because if he is innocent, I truly believe that, like, we'll know that, like, it'll come. Things will unfold.
Come on, this is a grown man that could possibly be in prison for the rest of his life, plus 100 years. So he could start talking. Like, when you talking about being in prison for the rest of your life,
sing like a canary, baby. Like, because it's like, you got kids. He has not one child. He got
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
6 of them. So it's like,
nah,
he got a baby. Like, the last one, a baby.
Come on now.
So
Yeah, he's gonna try to do everything he can to get back to his family for sure. So yeah, I'm
But
looking forward to this trial happening. I don't know if it's gonna happen like OJ where it's on TV and shit like that. So we shall see. Because this is
I
huge.
don't know.
Huge.
Well, the last one I saw like that was like the Johnny Depp and what's her
Don't nobody
face?
care about no white people
And that shit went
business.
to Netflix.
Who cares?
I mean, I saw it. It was good.
I think the last one I saw was the Michael Jackson one on TV.
That was on TV?
Yeah, it was. That
I
was
didn't
on
see that.
everyone's
That was a long
TV
time
every
ago.
single day. That was the like, come
That's
on,
crazy.
why y'all doing this?
I do kind of remember that, like on the TV in my grandparents.
Like,
They had a little TV in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Anyways, what's going on, Aubrey? I saw this. It's been everywhere.
Yes, and I was just like, why is this little video going out of Aubrey talking to his friends? Apparently, the friends that are in that building, he said, are his friends, and he was giving about a speech of how you can't have fake friends around you, and people change up when the money change, and the things and situations, things happen. The thing is about the speech, it's a great speech. Honestly, it's wonderful. You know what I mean?
I didn't see it, so
it's
okay.
good. The words are perfect. Like, it's what you say, like, oh yeah, don't, trust everybody around you. Not
I was gonna
everybody
say, I
is
feel
your
like every
friends.
aware person,
Yes,
like
everyone
knows
knows
that,
this, but
like
it's
knows
great.
this.
But
Oh,
the
okay.
liquor was
Yeah.
kicking in, the vibes were in. You feel me? He's around his people. The only problem I have with this speech is the wacky accent. Where did that come from?
What accent?
You didn't hear the accent in the video?
I didn't hear the speech at all.
It was like Jamaican, but Toronto. It was like a mixture of things in his dialect.
I gotta hear it because I really want to know.
When you hear it,
if you're just annoyed with him because you really cannot stand him, and you're like making this accent up in your head, or he was really talking in that accent. I feel like I could be a little bit more unbiased than you.
An accent in my head?
Because he
Drake can be corny on his own. I don't have to make him corny in my head. He can be corny on his own. I don't need to do that.
Because Toronto, they do have a slight accent.
Yeah,
so I'm
if
just
they're
curious
from a different country, because people are diverse. Drake is not from a different country. He's from Canada. Like, in
Canada,
no,
Canadians have with certain things that when they say certain words, like they do have a slight way of saying certain words. So I just feel like just listen to what I'm saying. As an unbiased, I feel like I'm a little bit more unbiased. You cannot fucking stand him. Let's be real. You cannot fucking stand him. So I just want to hear.
But Drake has nothing to do about his little
with his made up accent that he always has. Okay.
His made up accent. Oh, come on, bro.
Listen, you understand where I'm coming from though. Like
I said, the liquor was flowing. He was feeling himself, and the accent came out.
Also said he made it up.
The accent.
He was talking in an accent I don't know.
We all know how Drake talks for real.
I just feel like there's no way that he was on that stage talking
I
in
sent
an
you the
accent.
video. You should have listened to his words.
I was not listening to Drake tell me something that I already know about people being fake friends. I'm sorry. Been there, done that.
Yeah, we all been there, done that. It was just the accent that threw everybody off, which is probably why it spread. But it probably spread because of the whole beef shit.
Is there other people that spoke about this accent?
I mean, the comments were.
I need
people who listen were just like,
you wait.
What the?
No.
What the?
I need to hear. There's no way.
Let's take the time for you to listen
that he
to
got
the video
on that stage.
And you're gonna tell me I made up the accent in my mind? The fact that you thought of that about me is crazy.
No.
That's great. You're biased about it. I'm a little unbiased. You might made up that accent in your head. What?
I do think that I might be a little bit more. I don't think you made it up in your head, but I'm just saying, like, you might have just been like, this nigga.
No.
Like,
I was just like, oh,
wow, he really had an accent. Okay, let me hear.
Accent.
Because the video you sent me is gone now.
They took it down because people are talking crazy about it. The accent is insane.
Wait, I cannot. I don't see it anywhere.
See, it's probably taken down because people were just clowning about the accent. And Drake called up. The shade room was like, "Take that down, Crody. Please take that down."
Please don't say that, please. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Drake and Mario. No.
It's gone.
I don't see it anywhere.
Look at that.
There's no way that he was able to take this video down like that.
Yeah, they deleted it. Everybody deleted it.
You're
Everyone
fucking
deleted. See, I wish you
lying.
heard the accent because I'm not crazy. It's probably on TikTok. I'll find it on TikTok because TikTok don't delete shit. So I'll find it on TikTok and send it to you because the
Are
accent
you
is insane.
kidding me?
It's insane.
I'm so upset.
I'm like, what? Why are you talking like that? But again,
yeah, no, it's literally nowhere. It's nowhere. That's crazy.
I'm gonna find it.
Okay,
I'm
well,
gonna find it on TikTok.
find it because I just need to hear. It's just crazy to me that this man would get on stage and literally be talking in an accent,
It made no sense.
Talking in an accent is crazy to me. Like I cannot believe that he would do that. I just can't. I believe he did it, but I can't believe he did it. You know?
Trust me, he did it, and I want to find it so bad. I'm so sorry, y'all, but
It's
need
gone.
to find it.
He
But
said y'all will not get me
I feel like
talking in
TikTok
an
got
accent. No, send it to me right now. Send it to me right now. I need to hear it.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing about nostalgia. One thing about nostalgia this party here. My real friends are definitely in the building. But I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna come to a point in life where people you thought were friends or people you thought were close to you, they might switch up. They might try and move funny with you. They might stab you in the back. They might do a lot of things to you. You'll come to that realization. Wherever you're at in life, you've probably been there and you'll be there again. That's how life is. But look, sometimes it's you and you alone by yourself. Sometimes it's you alone with your
I know a nigga that talk just like him. That's from a Caribbean island.
Bro, stop it. He just kept switching to how he talked to this Jamaican shit. I'm like, bro, stop.
I'm actually
cringy.
What? Yeah, he was. It does sound like the liquor was flowing and the vibes was going. Yeah. So he was in it, and he wasn't. He was Caribbean Drake.
Yep. Absolutely. So
there's no accent you could sell me. That's why I didn't listen to it, because I'm like, he's talking about this. Like any aware person knows like what he's saying, you know?
Of course.
So it's like, I don't care. I'm sorry. Not to sound like, so.
No, of course. I mean, yeah.
It was you. You sent it to me because you couldn't believe that accent as well.
It was the accent, because the words,
It was the accent.
Like you said, those self-awareness of normal people know this, but.
Because when you sent it to me, I was like, why are you sending this? Because he don't care about this. But it was the accent that you couldn't believe. Now I get it.
Why are you talking like that?
And what did I type to you? I can't take theatrics because that's what I just feel. But it was the liquor.
Yes. All right.
Well, on to more important things that are better than that.
And a happy note. There's a live action Rugrats movie coming in development. So
what did you call it?
Rugrats.
Rug what?
Rugrats.
Rats? Are you saying Rex?
Rugrats.
Oh, okay.
What do you think I'm saying?
I thought you were saying Rugrats.
Racks, like with a K?
Like Rack City, bitch. Rack City, bitch. I just had to be sure, because I was like, I know he's fucking lying. I was like,
Rugrats.
I said what?
Rack City, bitch. Rack City, bitch. Whoa.
Rugrats. Okay.
Rugrats. Rats. You see, you fucking me up
you
right
said
now.
Rud. Then you said Rugrats.
I'm gonna break it down. Rug rats.
Thank you.
Rats. The beloved cartoon show that we grew up on with Tommy and them.
I'm not gonna do this with you today.
But you are doing it because you did it. Tommy and them are gonna be real. CGI real. So it's gonna be fun.
Right. Because they're gonna
Talking Babies will be getting that at.
Immediately I was like,
right.
That's gonna work.
How do you make a 2-year-old speak fluent English?
That's exciting though, because I love the Rugrats, and to see a good movie, I hope it's good though, because they be remaking everything, and it's something to be alright.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this needs to be live action. They tried it with Lion King, and you saw how much that was a failed. But
the people loved Lion King though.
Not a lot of people. I mean, I guess me and the rest of the people that like nostalgia and understand that
Yeah, I
Lion
never
King was
watched it
perfect
again.
by itself.
Shout out to that album though, because that was the best shit.
I mean, that's
smoking.
the only thing good about the movie was the soundtrack. So yeah, I didn't watch the live action one. I was just like, I'm not doing it.
You didn't see it
Absolutely
even
not.
once?
No.
It's worth seeing once.
No,
No, I'll say one. I'll just sing. Okay.
No,
That's how I felt about Drake.
I feel you on that. I feel you. No, I can't knock you on that.
We
I
here
feel
now.
you.
You get me?
I feel you
all right,
on that.
all right.
Okay,
See?
we're here.
Just gotta circle back. Just gotta circle back real quick.
Yeah, we good. We good.
I felt like, nah, I'm cool.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Fun fact: on this date, October 7th, 28 years ago, Hey Arnold and Arthur came out. So that's a fun fact.
I love both of those.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to those two shows.
In 1994. Oof.
Wow. Your girl was 1 year old.
I was Trace. So, damn. Damn. What a great show.
Wow.
They don't make any cartoon shows like that anymore. So
not that I know of, being my big ass age, but I don't think so.
The lessons we learned on Hey Arnold and on Arthur were, if you think back, they were kind of adult, but
I was just talking to my, when I was at work. Granted, Hey Arnold and Mean Girls is nothing the same, but like Mean Girls is low-key an adult movie.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
But like the new remake of Mean Girls is definitely probably not an adult movie, so I didn't give a fuck about it because it's like we want the adult nuances. But the cartoons back in the day was
very adult.
Definitely
adult. Yeah.
Definitely not rated G.
Nope. They shaped us.
That's why we all a little off these days. Like, because that's what we was watching. Yeah, definitely like. Yeah,
a few of them, but yeah.
But I love it.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's awesome. All right, we'll close up the pop culture right there, and let's talk some music, shall we?
Music, yeah. Let's talk about it.
So, the internet's been going crazy about Luke Bryan talking about Beyonce.
Yeah, I saw that what he said about the whole country album thing. Can I be honest?
Please, that's what we do here.
I'm a little over this.
What are you over of, like, particularly?
Like just the whole Beyonce country album talk thing.
Okay.
I mean, no, like we not saying like I'm interested in what he said, but more so like I guess to me it feels as though like Beyonce has like a very lucrative, amazing career.
Yeah.
And right. And I'm just to talk about like things being unfair for her and like the like yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have the opposite opinion of the world, so I guess that's why I'm kind of like holding back what I'm trying to say.
Maybe I could say it for you. You want me to say it for you?
I don't want you to have to say it for me. Okay. I want to not be pussy. I just feel like Beyonce has a career, and I'm sure that there's a lot of Black country artists that are really trying to like make their way and be known. And I don't know. I just feel like it's okay, you know, if Beyonce didn't get nominated or if Beyonce didn't win an award. Right. I just think it's okay. I don't think that maybe it's not fair because the album was a country album and probably should have been, what is it called when they put it in for the Grammy? I can't think of the word.
Considered.
Probably should have been considered. Yes. It probably should have been. But it's like it's just such a thing, you know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Maybe I can't.
That's an aspect.
Maybe I'm not pussy, but I just can't get it into my words.
No, I got you. Yeah.
But go ahead. Say what I'm. Go ahead.
Yeah, there was what the internet has a problem with, especially the stans. Anything Beyonce do should not have been an automatic. She's supposed to have that. That's not how the world works. Yes. That's just not how shit's supposed to happen. No, come on.
Yeah.
She made a good country album. We give her that. Most of the songs on there are not completely country. They have a little R&B, a little pop in there, switch ups.
Yeah, she put her they're like R&B country in my opinion.
And there are some songs that are purely country. Should some of those certain those singles should have been considered? Yes.
And not to cut you off, but I do respect her trying to make even her own
Right. Her own lane.
country genre,
There you
because
go.
that is
There
Beyonce.
you
You know what
go.
I'm saying? Like,
make her
I'm
own
never
lane.
gonna recognize. I'm never not gonna recognize the shit that Beyonce puts into the culture and the industry.
Because that's what greats
That's
do.
not
They
what I'm
make
saying.
their own. They do their own little
Thank
thing.
you.
So,
because bucking, my shit. Okay,
right. There's certain songs on the album that should have been considered for sure. The CMAs definitely dropped the ball on that. And if y'all doing a rah
and
rah
we know
on that,
why.
cool. Yes, and we all know why for sure. Come on, let's not play any games. When it comes to Luke Bryan and his comments, y'all are wildin'. Y'all are wildin'. Y'all need to stop.
What did he say?
All he said was just like, it's great that Beyonce did this, and we all know her greatness and all that. But Beyonce should, come out into our world and, be a little country with us, see what it's like. It's like, come hang out, shake hands, see what we do, be country for a while. Don't just pop in and pop out. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I understand that.
Which is understandable.
Did you see what Dolly Parton?
What Dolly Parton said?
Did you see what Dolly Parton say? And then Tina Knowles said something back, which I totally understand. I love me some I love Mama Tina. And what she said did make sense to me. Like Dolly Parton was basically like, I want to get the words right. Let me look it up real quick because I don't like not getting the words right. But go ahead with your thought, and then I'll
it's just like y'all jumping on Luke Bryan about the certain words like coming to our world, and here comes the Hoteps like, yo, we created country music. Country music was created by blacks back in the slavery days, and we the ones who created that genre. That. Blah blah blah.
I do not think that
we
is
all
wrong.
know the history.
I don't think
we
it's
get
wrong.
it, but he's talking about a different world. They changed country into their own way, and he wants Beyonce to experience it in their way. It's not meant to be a race thing or who created country music. It's not that, and y'all take it too deep on that level. Certain things just ain't meant to be that deep, like at all. All he's saying is just like, look, if you're doing country, come out to the rodeo a few times. You feel me? Come to our version of the cookout.
Somebody, but the thing is like, okay, so when you say the Hoteps, like that's the thing. I understand slightly what they're saying. Like black people did create a lot of this shit. So it's like, is it your version of the cookout or is it our version that y'all switched up? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a whole thing. But this one comment that I want to say from Reddit said that, like this person thinks that Beyonce didn't care to be nominated for a country album because she didn't make one. And that's what I feel. Like, I don't know if Beyonce's really sitting there like, oh my God, they did not nominate me. I feel like Beyonce made an album that was Beyonce-trified.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
She wanted to do.
It was Beyonce-fied.
Yeah.
And I think that is the beauty of Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't make a regular country album. I made a Beyonce-fied country album. And it doesn't fit here or there.
No.
And I think that is what Beyonce's message is. When it starts to get like this, it starts to become annoying because it's like, for the true Beyonce fans that really, or like people that really appreciate music and like Beyonce's like a work ethic and how like that, cool. But it's like sometimes I feel like sometimes I feel like people talk about Beyonce just being kind of obsessed and not like
and that's
really actually seeing
like y'all are too invested sometimes when it comes to Beyonce. Like, she put out a piece of art. Sometimes that art ain't for everybody.
And I think she knows that.
And she knows that. Come on.
Yes, I think she is so aware. That is what I think. I think that she put that out like already knowing she wasn't going to get nominated.
No.
It would have been nice.
It would have been. It would have been crazy. Like, oh, Beyonce got nominated at the CMAs? Get the fuck out of here. Like, that's incredible. But can we please not crucify Luke Bryan? Like, leave the man alone. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
His comments are very innocent. They're very like non-threatening when it comes to her. Like,
I always vote for everybody black,
just
but
facts. Always still. Everyone black. But I think he just want Beyonce to come out and shake their hands. That's it. That. Just grace them with their presence. He's asking for her presence, literally. So, yeah. Shows the type of power she has.
Well.
So yeah, moving on to Mr. Childish Gambino.
Why?
He canceled the rest of his tour due to health reasons, unfortunately.
See, listen, I feel like lock in on that first.
Yeah.
Lock in.
He had to cancel his tour, and he put out a statement on October 4th about it, saying, after my show in New Orleans, I went to the hospital in Houston to make sure of an alignment that has been apparent. After being assessed, it became clear I would not perform that night. And after more tests, I could not perform the rest of the U.S. tour in the time asked. As of now, I have surgery scheduled and need time to heal.
Yeah. Honestly, there's nothing more important.
Facts.
And I feel like, yeah, that's it. There's just nothing more important.
Right. He continues to say, my path to recovery is something I need to confront seriously. With that said, we have made difficult decisions to cancel the remainder of the North American tour and the UK and European dates. So tickets will be refunded.
UK too?
Yes. So all the tickets will be refunded at point of purchase. And he says he want nothing more than to bring this show to the fans and perform. Until then, thanks for the love, privacy, and the support. So, yeah, let's just send our thoughts and prayers to him during his recovery.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure this is the last Gambino, probably going to be the last tour he's going to do, since this was his last album for a while. So I'm sure when he recovers, he'll make it up to us. Like, he'll probably do a show on Amazon and do something from his house.
Or some new music.
Right. Or there you go. Ooh, put that up. Put that out there again.
But health is wealth. So it's like, and that sounds so corny, but for real. Oh, it is. Like, it's cliche, but it's like this man saying he has to go have surgery. Like, nah.
That man broke his hip dancing for y'all.
And I'm sure that people don't want to give up their tour dates because that's where the money comes. Facts. So it's like,
come on,
that's
North
the money.
America, Europe,
and UK,
and the UK.
Yeah,
come on now, he's
so
missing
it's like
on
when you have
millions of
families
dollars.
and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure that he did not want to do that, but he probably had no choice, and that's that.
All right, well, God bless him. Hopefully, he comes back healthy and better. The Grammys. The submissions have been locked in. All the artists have sent up their songs, their albums, and all that to be considered for awards for the Grammys that is supposed to scheduled to be coming out on February 2nd of next year. Are you excited to see who's gonna win?
I feel indifferent. I usually do. As I've gotten older with the Grammys, I feel indifferent about it. I mean, I'm excited.
Are you gonna watch this one?
I don't remember the last time I watched the Grammys.
Me neither.
You know, on this one, if I feel like, okay, if Victoria Monet performs, maybe. And the only reason why I say that is because last year she didn't. Did she perform last year?
I believe she did. Didn't she win one for Jaguar?
No, she won some Grammys. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't think she performed because she had that. She had like that golden dress, bronze. Like, she looked beautiful. I remember her look, but I don't know if she performed. But she's had such a busy.
The BET Awards where she performed, and not.
Oh yeah, she performed the BET Awards for sure. Okay. Yeah, where they did the whole Usher thing. Yeah. But if like people like that, I'm like excited for them to continue their year. She's had a very busy year, and like I can see her. She's a great performer. I could see them wanting her. Was it the Grammys that told her that she wasn't ready? That's what it was. It was like a whole thing about one of the award shows telling her that she wasn't ready to perform.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then so if they have her, then sure, I would like to see that. But it's like most of the time with the award shows, I catch the performances after.
Yeah, I'm catching on Instagram.
Or I literally would just look up the performance on YouTube. Right. Yeah. But
for me, depending on the performances.
You excited?
Depending on the performances. Whoever's performing, I might watch it.
Yeah.
Depending.
Yeah. But do we know who performs before?
Not yet. We don't. We will know before they, broadcast the show.
Because I know that like on the VMAs and stuff, they used to give us like
a preview.
Certain but I don't know if they do that for the Grammys.
They do.
So it's kind of like
every award show does it. They'll give you a preview of what's coming on the show to get you going, to be like, oh, this person's
Grammys does.
They do that. Depending on who's performing, I'll watch it. Because seeing the people who have put in their considerations to get one and submitted them, it's quite cool. I see Kendrick has put in one song for consideration. Well, 2 songs for consideration.
Song?
Not Like Us has been nominated for five Grammy Awards.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, and he's also nominated for what's the song he was featuring them? Like That.
Like That?
Yeah, that's been nominated.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Frustrating.
I was just like,
frustrating.
damn,
I'm gonna tell the truth.
Nomination.
Yes, but to be honest, Kendrick Lamar has so many better songs than that.
But the thing is, he hasn't dropped
songs.
anything this year. He hasn't dropped anything except this record.
Okay, then fair.
This year and features. That's it. So
5 Grammys for that song. He's definitely gonna take home some. I couldn't imagine he's not.
That song is
and
nominated
he's gonna be
for
at the Super Bowl.
Record
I
of the
keep forgetting
Year.
about the Super Bowl.
It's nominated for
I
Record of the Year.
I want to have a party for the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, yeah.
Record of the Year? If he wins Record of the Year,
I feel like he might win it because he's performing in the Super Bowl. So it's just going to be a great like trickle down because it's the Grammys
when
and
I tell
then
you,
the Super Bowl.
I really feel bad to say this, but if he wins Record, if I was the person that, I'm not going to name names, if I was the person that the record was dedicated to and that this record towards me won Record of the Year.
And then the next week played at the Super Bowl.
Record of the Year, calling you a SAer?
What?
No. Oh my. I feel secondhand embarrassment right now.
Bro.
I feel disgusting.
Bro. It's diabolical what's happening.
Record of the Year at the Grammys.
It would be crazy because we already know it's going to be.
Say Drake, I hear you like them young. No. Oh my God. Come on, bro. Like, for real? Record of the Year from the Grammys? This is not the fucking VMAs. This is not the hip hop, the BET Hip Hop Awards.
Oh God. Yeah.
Record of the Year. They haven't even given Beyonce. Oh, has Beyonce gotten Album of the Year?
No.
Or maybe Record of the Year, not Album of the Year, but
no.
Okay. Woo.
No.
Woo.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I was about to be like, no.
Yeah.
I'm not watching it. I can't. I would, but no.
Come on.
I'm definitely watching it. But
for sure.
What?
But yeah.
Record of the Year is crazy.
The crazy thing about
that beef was not the whole year.
It was. Wait. No, it wasn't. When
it hasn't stopped.
It just hasn't stopped. Wait, the beef started what? March, April? Where it just.
And now he's about to win Record of the Year.
Insane, ain't it?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop saying it. Is that not crazy?
It is crazy. When I saw that it was nominated for Record of the Year, I was like, no. And then all the other 4 nominations, I was like, what is this? Like a diss record?
No, Record of the Year really threw me for a loop.
Yeah, Record of the Year. If it wins Record of the Year, which I think it will, because next year is Kendrick's, season. Because he's gonna have that. He's gonna have the Super Bowl, possibly drop an album.
Give me an album.
Possibly drop an album, just like what Usher did this year. He had the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I already have all my things lined up for my next birthday. Whoever gets the request first, I just want Kendrick tickets. So I don't need nothing else. I'm grown. It's fine.
Right.
But I'm not missing another show.
Facts.
I'm not doing that. I missed Renaissance. I'm not doing that.
I'm not missing.
And it's not because of this record. It's just so annoying. Like, oh my God. I can record of the year? Beyonce. Like, what? Oh my God. They are gonna drag this into the
Oh,
ground.
100%. When he wins, when they say, so the nominations for Record of the Year, Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar, Billie Eilish, blah, 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 Beyonce, da, 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 Taylor Swift, because, you know, Taylor Swift always got to be in that bitch. Blah,
It's gonna
blah,
be the same
blah.
people.
You know?
It's gonna be the same people in the
The
rotation.
Weeknd, blah, blah, blah.
The same people
the
in the
same
club.
people. So it's just like,
Yeah.
and then you hear, and the winner is Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. Are you gonna hear?
Imagine the whole crowd started singing it. Oh my god! And you see people in the crowd dancing.
Just
oh
quit
my
walking,
gosh,
bro.
Aubrey!
He's not. I know he's not showing up.
Listen,
I know he's not showing
all
up.
I'm gonna say, no, he never does though. But all I'm gonna say is, I just want to. Drake has held his head high. He has. Come on, like for all of this. See, that's why I said. That's why I say you ain't hear no accent.
No.
You just don't like him. You see.
He did not held his head high.
You said right away.
You said had his head high because he released a shitty record after it, and then he tried to double down with another. Talking about round 2. Then he did all these disgusting features with the Hey Delilah nonsense and all this other crap.
It's actually Wagwan Delilah.
Oh, Wagwan Delilah. Okay, boom. Like it's just horrible. Horrible head high. He just continued
that's
to
why
try
I said
to be relevant.
Concept didn't hear no accent. He heard a nigga he didn't like.
To be relevant
okay,
and try to take the spotlight off of this black man, like he always tried to do. Like they always try to do. Okay, head his hell high. Get the fuck out of here.
You said this.
Fuck out
I'm
of here.
gone.
Head his held high. Oh,
you can't even say it right.
He had his head high because it's not real.
No, I'm just saying. No, listen, because it's like he did the best he could.
That's it.
How do you come back from this?
That's what
Record of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Being called a pedophile.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Last year, Souljaboy's first album, Souljaboy Tell'em.com, turned 17 this past few days. We got his songs from there. Crank
Drake.
That nigga stole my whole flow.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. It was just right there.
It was
like this.
I can't believe I set
Even
you up
he
for
don't
that
like
shit.
The nigga. Like
I set you up for that. I don't know why I did that. Okay. As I was saying, his first album turned 17 years old. If y'all remember the hit songs from that album, Crank That Souljaboy, She Got a Donk, Miss Soulja, and what was that other one? He basically
put everybody on the industry onto everything.
Yeah, he the
word
first
for
one.
Word, bar for bar.
Yeah. Yeah, bitch, yeah. Another poetic song that he put out.
Yeah, bitch, yeah. Yeah, she got a donk.
Mm-hmm.
Watch her hit the flow. I like the way she step and roll. Yes. I really like that song.
Big tunes that he dropped in the early 2000s, basically causing people to download LimeWire, FrostWire to download songs illegally and get it going. So shout out to Souljaboy.
Yeah, for putting everybody on.
Facts. All right, we'll close out the music right there, and we're going to talk about some new music.
Some new music? Yeah.
Oh, Posh, what do you got for us, man?
My baby mama, she came out with something featuring Thundercat.
From that deluxe album.
Victoria Monet, she dropped a deluxe album of Jaguar. I have not heard it yet. I plan to hear. I heard a snippet though because she's on the cover of Playboy right now, looking absolutely
delicious, just
stunning,
delicious,
okay, stunning. Like, yeah. One song it sounds like a little jazzy. It has a little jazz.
Yeah.
Flow.
Yeah.
It's called Dick at Night.
Excuse me.
And it has a little, right?
That's the one you heard, Dick at Night.
But she has a song featuring Thundercat. I haven't heard it. I do want to hear it. Just these two names. Of course it is.
Fire.
It's called Don't Sleep. Yeah.
Yes.
And then the second thing I have was kind of more catered to you because you love jazz. And I heard the first song actually off of this. Lady Gaga came out with a new album. And on the description of the album, it was saying that she had talks of doing this in 2023. And she actually did it. I think it's pronounced Harley Quinn.
Oh, okay.
Like the Joker.
Yeah.
And it's a jazz album. I heard the first song, and Lady Gaga is an amazing jazz artist.
She's a good artist, period.
Yeah.
Period.
So the first song, it was great. Sounded like quality jazz.
Oh, I gotta listen.
So that was for you, really, to
tap in.
Get in.
Yep, I'll definitely tap into that. Speaking of jazz, my homeboy Igmar Thomas, who was a roommate with back in the day in New Jersey. He's a great trumpet player. He's a great band director, great composer. He dropped a single with his big band featuring Talib Kweli called Thelonious, which y'all can listen to for all the jazz heads. Please enjoy that song. He's very, very talented. He was a band director for Lauryn Hill at one point when she was touring.
Wow. Yes. I wonder what his experience was. So, not to be messy, but seriously.
I mean, his experience was great because, he kept doing it with her for quite some time. So it probably wasn't that bad.
True.
Next song I have is from Coltrane, who is a producer and also a singer-songwriter. Young man.
Love Coltrane.
Yeah, you know Coltrane. He dropped a new single, Where Have You Been All My Life? It's really good. Really, really good. So please go check out this independent artist, Coltrane. Coldplay has dropped a new album.
Made an album for me.
Coldplay is back with a new album called Moon Music. So all us Coldplay fans, Black people love Coldplay. Go listen to that album. It sounds good. It's like 10 songs on there. It's really good.
Okay, period.
There's producer called Diversify. He made a little interlude with Lil Wayne called Trip.
Did you hear it?
Yes, I did.
Is it good?
It's really good. The beat is fire. Lil Wayne slides on it like Lil Wayne does. So definitely go check out that song by Diversify. And my last song here is from Skilla Baby featuring Phobats called So Bad.
I saw this. How did you hear it?
I mean, the song fits the title. So bad. It's bad. Don't like it.
A concept is wild, everybody.
So y'all go check it out if you want.
How you just do that?
What? Just giving my opinion.
And that's your boy.
That is my boy. I wish he was never on it. That's it.
Yikes.
That's it.
Okay.
So, that's the new music we have for y'all this week. Then right there. All right. So, Posh, I have a question for you.
Love it. Ask me.
So, I saw Jermaine Dupri go on the internet and talk about how the youth don't know what soul is since they don't go to church no more and they don't know how to capture their soul to do real R&B music, which I believe growing up, and I don't know if you do too, most R&B artists came from church because that's where we learn rhythm, soul, and how to really sing and muster all that oomph, about ourselves. So I wonder if you think that church is very instrumental into a development of an R&B artist.
No.
Why do you think that?
Because off of my own experience.
Okay.
So, I wasn't raised in like a Baptist church. That's where a lot of like amazing vocalists and singers really come
Baptist, Pentecostal, all that.
Okay, church. But I did like go to church. I went to church. I was in church every Sunday with my grandparents, and I was in the choir, and I did sing in church. But with my opinion is that's not what shaped like soul for me. I think that personally to me, life experiences shape people singing soulfully, or like the blues going through like really sad things and it coming out into the music. But church for me helped with like fear, like being able to sing in front of people.
Gotcha.
And yeah, like having a purpose, like the purpose of why I was doing it, it made me less fearful. Like it made me, I was doing it for God,
Right.
so but for me personally, like soul, like it was how I was raised, like what I was raised around, like the people before me, or the things I heard before me. Like I was raised heavily around music and soul music, and yeah. So I don't know for everybody if church shapes R&B singers. I don't know that. I really don't. I can't say that's just off of my own experience. I was definitely raised in church, but I can't say that even the church that I went to, I feel like not everybody, even in my choir, it was like soulful. Like I went to church with aunts and stuff outside of going with my grandparents to church. When I went with my aunts, my great aunts and stuff, like I was able to see like gospel and like that soul. But I just know what really like shaped me was just like experiencing things and emotion, like feeling emotion, like, but also just kind of hearing other examples of soul, like just how I was raised around music.
I feel you on that. I feel you. I think I got that same sentiment that you said. I was also raised in church. I played in church. I played drums. I played piano, all that nonsense. Yeah, the music was more important to me. And I did gain a lot from all the other musicians and playing with other talented musicians. And we learned from each other. I gained other music outside because I went to a performing arts school, so I got to learn jazz. I got to learn classical and all that stuff. But to know the soul of music and like, how every Black person could possibly dance. Not every Black person, but most Black people know how to dance because we have that
Rhythm.
Yeah, we have that rhythm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It translates to the music because of the influences before us. They're just recycled and just give back to us. So, would I say church basically started music for me? I think it did. For me, it did because
Yeah.
that was my first experience with
Yeah.
church. Did it shape me into the musician that I am today? No, school did. School
That's
did.
honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like school and
Yeah.
influences from like my friends, and other people. And outside of church, like there was a group my dad would sing with, and he taught me how to play chords, like with different
Yeah.
inversions. So I was just like, I didn't learn that in church. I learned that outside of church. That at my
Yeah. That's
dude's
what I mean.
garage. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
taught me
Like
different inversions, so that was
yeah.
fun to do on every other Saturday. So yeah, but I understand what Jermaine Dupri was trying to say. Like, the aunties in there when you're in the choir and everyone who are singers. You know what I mean?
That's why I said singers. Yeah. Like I do think that a certain voice
When you
comes out
hear
of
that,
church.
and
Yes. I think there
your
is a
spirit
certain
is
voice.
filled,
Yes.
and you like, well, I want to do that too, and learn
Yeah.
that. That's what church can
Yes.
teach you.
I didn't know what you were going to continue to say. When he said that he doesn't like, can you say the beginning? He said that
Kids need to go to church to.
No, before that, it was that they don't have soul.
Yeah, they don't have
or
the
like there's
soulness.
something with soul. I agree with that. Take away the church. I agree with that. I do think that like there's a lack of soul in general in the music these days.
And he says
There's
that
like
because
certain
kids
people
don't go to church because of the lack of soul, because they don't go to church.
Well, I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that either. But it's just like It's just the music that's being pumped out to them right now. Yeah. Of course they ain't got no soul. Like, listen to R&B music right now.
I just think there's a lack of soul in general in all of it.
Right.
Like, there's a few people that have soul.
Facts. They're not mainstream, but they out there.
Yeah. But yeah, I just feel like has to be some people in the world that can sing that might not have ever might not have gone to church, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They just have that ability, like that gift, you know? And yeah. That's just what I think.
I got you.
I don't think that you can place church on. I'm sure there's somebody in this world that has not stepped foot in a church but could sing like they've been to the church. Right. So it's like, yeah.
That is facts. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, yeah, that's my question. You let us know what you guys think. Do you think church is the reason why kids do not have soul within their music, whether if it's R&B, hip hop, whatever genre it is? But let us know, please. Yeah, let's take a break real quick. Like a real quick one. Cool?
Yeah, let's take a break.
Hey, y'all. This is me, A Concept here, coming to you. Thank you for joining us on episode 53. We really appreciate the love and support and y'all just listening to us and watching us on YouTube every single week. Y'all are the real MVPs. So be sure to let everyone you know, and even your haters and the people you don't fuck with, just, you know, if you don't fuck with them, unblock them real quick and say, hey, did you listen to Replay Ritual yet? And they'll be like, what the fuck is that? And then you send them the link. And then that's it. Block them again. And then you move on about your life. Cool? So yeah, be sure to look out for the new playlist. I think we're going to do a new playlist. Take out the summer playlist and just put out a new playlist for the fall and for the winter since it's getting real cozy. We're going to make a little cozy playlist for y'all. All right? We love you. We appreciate y'all. All right? Now, let's get back to the motherfucking show. Hey, guys. We are back.
Guess who's beside?
We are back. We are back. We are back.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is time for the best segment of all time and our favorite segment. That is...
Not mine.
It is.
Don't speak for me.
Low key. It is. Posh, what time is it?
5:04 time. Messy story time. Okay.
Do it right. What time is it?
Messy story time.
Yes, it's indeed messy story time, where we read some messy stories from our favorite ghostwriter, Six Brown Chicks, as they provide us with.
And someone read it.
And someone read it, but we ain't got no Reddit this time.
Yeah.
We got 4 stories for you guys, so I hope you guys enjoy. Posh, start us off.
I decided to spice up our marriage. I did something bold and freaky to convince my wife, Irene, to play along. While wife was at work, I cleaned the house, tossed those Dollar Tree rose petals in a path that led to our bedroom, period. I lit her fave scented candles.
Talk about it.
I had door dashed food. When wifey arrived, we ate. We showered. Then I led her to our bed where my naked ex Lilac was waiting, blindfolded. Ignorance. I told my wife, let's do something nasty. Wife dropped her towel, backed out of the room and returned with a skillet, butt naked. She beat the hell out of me. Lilac jumped out the second floor window to escape. I'm healing okay, but I'm not sure if I should remain with such a violent, unstable woman.
What makes her unstable?
Honestly,
though?
I'm not sure if you should either.
What makes her unstable though?
I just feel like, why would you? Don't ever listen. Anybody out there, don't ever set your partner up without having a conversation
Thank
first.
you.
That was dumb. This was dumb. That's the advice. That's what I got. This was just stupid.
That man stupidity. Said, let's do something nasty. Oh yeah, I got my ex here, so we could do a threesome without your consent.
You got the girl jumping out the window.
Come on. How's she unstable? You put her in a very terrible situation.
Nobody do this. Don't ever think to do something like that without having a conversation first.
Crazy.
Come on now. Anyways, okay. This next story. I read the first line already. I just want y'all to know I had no parts of this. Anyways. I'm not fat shaming because I'm a fat gluten demon myself. I've been overweight all my life and I made it a point to date skinny men so my kids wouldn't inherit my fat gene. That's not how that works.
It doesn't work that way.
My children's father is tall and lanky, just the way I like it, but he was involved in a hit and run and his legs were twisted like a pretzel. I told my husband I would nurse him back to health, but he must monitor his calories and keep his body right. Nachos, beer, and a box of Little Debbie zebra cakes became his nightly snack after dinner. 2 years after the accident and intense physical therapy, he's walking normally, but he's completely round at the top with crooked skinny legs. He's shaped like a taffy apple, and I'm disgusted by him. Also, my skinny coworker got me pregnant, and there's no way I don't want to read no more of this. Let me tell you something, A Concept. You got me fucked up. Like, what is this?
For the people, bro.
My skinny coworker got me pregnant, and there's no way I can tell my husband that we're going to have another baby because I haven't slept with him in 2 years. I want my baby. My coworker doesn't. He said, "Are you sure you're pregnant and not just big?"
Just rude. Just rude.
And I don't know what to do. Honestly, the man is up and walking again. It's not like you left him while he wasn't walking. So now I feel like you can move on and tell him you don't want to be with him no more.
Yeah, you found him unattractive. Calling him a Laffy Taffy. That's crazy.
Yeah. And then it's crazy because, like, you're okay to fat shame somebody, but you're a bigger person. I don't understand how that works.
There should be some understanding there, mama.
Yeah.
Understanding.
Like, I don't get how that works. And you already did the dirt. You was sleeping with somebody else while he wasn't walking. So the least you can do is just break up with him.
And
you already did the worst of it.
No, that's not his baby. Like, y'all haven't had sex in 2 years.
I quit.
I quit. That took a lot out of you, ain't it? Look, why are you breathing like that?
I hated that one.
I know you hated that one.
Why are you breathing like that? Because I hated it.
I haven't seen you that one, but yeah. Okay. I met Geneva, Hershey chocolate skin, long twist, and a nice round ass at the gym.
I know that's right.
Delicious already. A few coffee and lunch dates later, she revealed that she has 6 kids by the same man who died last year. I like this woman.
That's hard.
I'm curious about her home life, and I asked to meet her kids, but she refused. We fucked, worked out together, went on lunch dates, but she won't let me meet her kids. I don't know why you want to meet them that bad.
Like, how long y'all even been dating?
Wow.
Like,
I'm invested in this woman, but she's putting me in a fuckboy position. I skip work to see her take her kids to school. She's a liar. She has 2 black kids, but the others are mixed. None of them look alike. So there are at least 2 different fathers.
Oh, different baby daddies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
2 different fathers. I hop out of my car and confronted her. I told her those United Nation kids proved that they were not from the same man. United Nation.
That was crazy.
Who they daddies, Geneva? I called her a lying ass whore who wasted my time and money.
A lying ass
whore. The kids cried. Her whitest son kicked me, but whatever. I laughed about her diverse kids.
That's actually funny.
I laughed about her diverse kids to the others at the gym. One trainer told me that Geneva and her now deceased husband adopted the children. The couple saved the kids from abusive homes, and they work multiple jobs to take care of them. Basically, this woman is an angel. How do I get her to forgive me and spend time with me again?
Fuck you.
See, when you assume,
make an ass out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck off.
Like, come on.
After you call my kids the United Nations.
Bruh. Calling her a whore. Crazy.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
I ain't got
This
nothing.
is why you don't assume. You're not going to get her back. She don't want you. You revealed yourself to be a dog. So, you know, when you're a dog.
And that's why she didn't want you to even meet her kids.
Exactly.
You was so fucking pressed.
Just pressed to meet these 6
like
kids.
A panini.
And what's crazy about it, you stalked her.
Whore. You're the whore.
Followed her. That's
Crazy.
That's insane work. Insane work.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last story. Helped. My husband is missing. 2 months ago, I met this fine man, a construction worker, who was repairing the street in front of my house. He was leaned against his work truck eating, and I introduced myself. I told him we should go out. He says, it's unnatural to go out on a date. Wait, it's unnatural to go on a date. I'm single, but we're in the thing for love. Let's skip to the foreplay and go to bed. Let's see how we respond to each other in your home. Okay. After his shift, he came over. I bathed him, fed him, fucked him good 2 times. Our souls were tied that night. He said, yes, I could be with you forever. I could be your husband. The next morning, he went to work on a different project. I didn't get his name or number, and I'm afraid he lost his way back to my house. I haven't seen him in a month. I asked random construction workers if they knowed him. God sent my husband, and now I don't want to lose him to the streets. How do I find him and bring him back home?
Do we know if he wants to be found?
No, he doesn't want to be found.
Yeah.
He does not want to be found. I'm sorry.
He don't want to be found, babe. Sorry.
Like, TJ was just doing a job by your house. And he just said, look, let's just fuck real quick and see what happens. Yeah. Let's see how this goes.
You went a little deeper than where it needed to be. And now you're...
And you did what a wife is supposed to do on, like, for a stranger. You bathed him. You fed him. Y'all smashed twice, which sounds all sexy and great. And he said, yeah, I could be your husband. This is where context clues fall in, and where, like, people need to understand and just pay attention to the words these niggas are telling you. I could be your husband. Not I will be your husband.
No.
You fucked around and you found out something. You found out something. So good luck. Yeah. Good luck. If God sent him to you one time, if the time is right, maybe you'll get a second time. So yeah, we're gonna close out the messy stories right there. Hopefully you enjoy the stories, y'all. Let's do some shout outs real quick. Posh, you have any shout outs? Because I see you didn't put any on the list here.
No, not this week. I mean, shout out my family and my
big shout out
family.
Yeah. Shout out.
But no, I don't have no singular shout outs this week of people that I don't know.
Right. Well, yeah, big shout outs to our family. Shout out to Ave, always, to our sister. I want to give a big shout out to A$AP Rocky. His birthday just passed. I believe he just turned 34.
Him and that other fine woman, them being fine together.
Right.
Yes.
Big up to Daddy A$AP Rocky. Continue getting wiser, my friend. Let's give a big birthday to the late, great Bernie Mac.
Shout out to Bernie.
Who died tragically too soon. But happy 50-something birthday, because he died at 50, right? And that was crazy. I want to give a big shout out to a white woman in Springfield, Ohio, who was driving around. Usually I don't give shout outs to white people, but this white woman gets a big one.
I saw Springfield, Ohio white woman. I was like, wow, she must have did something really nice.
I have to give a big shout out to her because she was driving around and saw a group of racists who were covering their faces, putting out a sign and doing a protest of all Haitian Americans. Legal Haitian Americans are not allowed in Springfield, Ohio. And she called them niggas out and said, we don't do hate here. Y'all need to leave. We don't want y'all here. Y'all gotta go. She was unafraid, unapologetic, just telling them to get y'all racist asses out of our town.
Out of here.
Yes, because we are a people of love here in Springfield, Ohio, not hate. So big shout out to her for standing up for all Haitian Americans, especially in the city of Springfield, Ohio. Unfortunately, her name wasn't on there because I would have put her name instead of Springfield, Ohio white woman.
I'm sure.
So
yes.
And my last shout out goes to the women's Miami Hurricane basketball team for just being fine as fuck. And that is all. All right.
And on that note, here's the end of the show.
Yes.
Y'all know that y'all can reach us on X, Replay Ritual.
Mm-hmm.
You can reach us on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
Replay Ritual.
Mm-hmm.
You can reach us on Spotify, Apple Music, all of that, Replay Ritual.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also message us and talk to us and let us know anything.
Anything. Oh, don't forget Meta.
We want to talk.
Don't forget Meta. We're on Meta too. Replay Ritual.
Meta?
Yeah, which is also called Facebook.
Okay, I was gonna say, whoa, what? We are on Facebook.
Whoa.
Listen, I already conformed to X.
Right.
We're on Facebook. I don't know what the fuck that Meta
and
is.
Twitter.
But Replay Ritual. Replay Ritual.
Yeah,
Blah, blah, blah. And our email is message replayrituals. Only thing that's plural out of all of this. It was a mistake. It was early. You know what I mean? We decided to keep it. We adopted it. That's what it is. That's the truth.
Yeah, we were gonna do another one. The fuck?
Message replayrituals at gmail.com. If we have to accept it, so do you. Okay? And that's it. All right. We love y'all.
Facts. We love y'all so much. We'll talk to y'all next week on episode 54. Bye.
Bye.